Hey guys, so today's video is all about vegan substitutes. If you're currently on the path to transition into a vegan lifestyle, or whether you're just trying to substitute a few little things here and there, whether it be dairy or meat, there are so many substitutes out there, and these are just a few that I've grabbed out of my pantry to show you what we use in our daily cooking. So on to the first one, a big one, milk. Substitute for milk. I'm proud to say that with the health movement, it's made it so much easier to find alternative milks. The most common one that we use is almond milk. I love this Nutty Bruce brand. It's organic and it's activated before it's made into milk. If you're not into nut milks, that's okay. There's coconut milk, which is a little bit thicker, a little bit more creamier. There is soy milk, of course, and there's even rice milk. Next up, cream. The main alternative that I use for any of my cream use, whether it be cream in a curry, cream in cooking, whatever it may be, is coconut cream. You can even whip this cream. Yes, you can whip coconut cream. I've done it before. It's delicious. I'm gonna power through these because there's a lot to go through, and these are just the basics. Now, yogurt. I use coconut yogurt because it's still a cultured yogurt, so it still has all the amazing probiotic benefits, but it's vegan. Eggs. Eggs are a big one. There are so many different alternatives now to using eggs. It just really depends on what your recipe is, what you're cooking, what the texture needs to be like, to what sort of alternative you use. The main one that I use is no egg. It is a powder form. It's made from potato starch, but it's vegan, it's dairy-free, it's soy-free, it's gluten-free, and it does work really, really well when I'm doing muffins or bread or anything like that. With that, bananas make an amazing egg. You can whip up some pancakes and just mash up some banana. There's your egg. Also, chia seeds. If you take a tablespoon of chia seeds in a little bit of water, let it sit and form a jelly, you've got an egg. Moving on, cheese. Cheese is one of the things that so many people miss when they transition into a vegan diet. And yes, I'll admit it can be hard to find alternatives to the dairy form, but they are out there. The main two alternatives that I use in our home are nutritional yeast and cashew cheese. Nutritional yeast is great when you need to add it to a pasta sauce or a white creamy sauce or mashed potato. It tastes like cheese, it smells like cheese. It even goes great on top of pasta like a Parmesan cheese. It just doesn't have the texture of cheese. Next up, cashew cheeses. I love nut cheeses. I try and make a batch at least once a week of cashew cheese or macadamia cheese. It goes amazing on pizzas. But this one here is a bought one, and it's a cultured cheese as well, so it's got great probiotics in it. They go great for dips, they go great in risottos, in pastas. I literally use them with everything. I even grab carrot sticks and dip it in there. I love cashew cheese. Ugh. Moving on to butter. Honestly, I don't use a whole lot of butter in my cooking, but when I do need something that resembles butter, I use Nuttelex. Nuttelex is not whole food, but it does get the job done. It is dairy-free, it is vegan, and it goes great if you're making cakes or muffins or anything like that. Alternatively, if I ever need a vegan substitute for butter and I don't have Nuttelex, I just use coconut oil. It works amazingly. Second last is ice cream. First up, we have the So Good soy milk ice cream. Like I said before, I try and avoid soy where I can, but there is coconut milk, there's almond milk, there's cashew milk ice cream. There's just so much out there. And sure, it can be a little bit more expensive than your regular ice cream, but if you're not having it all that often, it is a great alternative to something that is just so delicious. Now, along with milk, meat is a big one. There are so many substitutes for meat out there. It is absolutely amazing how many different brands and products you can get now that substitute or replicate the different types of meat. I'm only going to show you what I have in my house at the moment. First up, if I'm cooking a mince or anything like that, I don't even worry about buying the fake mince. I just make it out of lentils and mushrooms. Lentils and mushrooms mixed with the right sauce make an identical mince. Sure, it may not have the perfect texture to mince, but it still tastes like mince. One of Lewis's most favorite food brands in the whole world is Gardein. Gardein? Gardein. At the moment, we just have the chicken patties, the chicken strips, and the meatless meatballs in our freezer. But there is a heap more options out there. There is beef sliders, chicken sliders, fillet fishes, fish fillets, there's pork bites, there's crab cakes, there's so many. And they taste amazing. To give you an example, I had the fish fillets the other night and they tasted too much like fish that I couldn't eat them. These meat substitutes are not the healthiest in the world, but they're great if you're starting your vegan journey and your taste buds haven't adjusted yet, or if you're cooking for non-vegans as well. Now, these are just some of the substitutes I have in my home. If you are transitioning into a vegan diet, or if you're trying to live a healthier lifestyle, I do recommend trying these out. Try to experiment with them. I promise they don't taste gross and they don't taste like chalk, or what else do people think that vegans eat? I hope this video also shows you that as vegans, we don't just eat salads. We have so many delicious alternatives and substitutes out there. It's just a matter of making the transition into these healthier vegan options. That's all from me today, guys. I've got to go chuck all these cold things back in the fridge, but I really hope this video helped you learn a little bit more about the substitutes that are out there and helped you on your vegan diet. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. 1 cup of almond milk and 1 cup of organic oats. Bring this over to the stove. So with my oats here, I'm just going to consistently stir them on a low heat until they become nice and combined. It should only take a few minutes.